Throughout the generations of boxing, we've seen some of the biggest names come and go.
I'm just sorry I let everybody down. I just don't have this in my heart anymore.
And looking into the past eras of the sport, we see time and time again how one can hit the pinnacle of the game to then easily fall off at the top.
There's another upset of immense proportion.
Taking another hop back in time, we look at a popular face who once had it all. A fighter that unfortunately left the game in devastating circumstances.
The results of those tests did in fact confirm that I have tested positive for that virus.
And here, we take a look back at some of the most devastating knockouts in the legacy of Tommy Morrison. First up, we take a look back at a night at the Trump Plaza Hotel where Morrison faced Pennsylvanian fighter Mike McGrady in his 10th pro bout. A fast start to the first round seen Morrison make a statement.
Oh, there he goes. This an early trip to the canvas for Mike McGrady.
After being knocked down for the second time in the first round and surviving on wobbly legs, Morrison took out McGrady in dramatic style.
There he is, gone. That's the first round. 3 knockouts is all there is.
3 months on in Morrison's 13th pro bout, Tommy took a slight step up in a fight against Mike Robinson.
You can see Morrison probably a bit more of a chance to get his man out of there than Robinson.
Applying pressure from the get-go and hurting Robinson with multiple attacks to the body, lead Morrison to land a heavy right hook to the ribs that would send most men to their knees.
Huge body shot, and down goes Robinson. And Tommy Morrison has a second round TKO.
Tommy, it was more to the body in this fight than other fights for you.
That's why I took his legs away, you know. Hit him with some good body shots. The guy started slowing down a little bit. And I just kind of moved in for the kill, I guess.
Okay.
A few weeks later, Morrison faced 6'3" southpaw Jesse Shelby. Although Shelby, being an experienced opponent, a year layoff out of the sport caused him to have a tough time battling the Duke. Standing toe-to-toe at times, Shelby shone fighting hard, but the overwhelming pressure of Morrison prevailed, after landing yet a haymaker of a punch to finish the fight.
He lost in the Olympic trials, a big right hand, followed up on the left by Morrison, and Shelby is in a seated position and may not make it up. And Tommy Morrison remains unbeaten.
I think Tommy is on his way. He's still learning, but he's improving from fight to fight.
1 month on, held in the state of Nevada, Morrison took on Rick ENIS in his 16th pro bout. Starting off fast from the opening bell, Morrison made another early statement proving to be the heavier-handed fighter.
That was a thing of beauty.
With just 30 seconds to go, Morrison landed a textbook uppercut that sent ENIS into his early fight retirement.
Again, with the bigger guy, I might be the one that has to be, not remain a stationary target.
Another fight that month was due to be held in Jacksonville, Florida against David JACO. Although JACO being the bigger man at 6 feet 6 inches tall, Morrison easily made quick work of JACO in just 30 seconds of the first bell.
There's a left hand, JACO's down and probably out. What a huge shot. That's it.
Next up in Phoenix, Arizona, the Ohio journeyman Henry TERRELL was next in line on the Duke's hit list. Out of the gate, TERRELL showed decent movement in attempting to box and move against Morrison, but it wasn't long till Morrison imposed his will, causing yet another first-round knockout.
Down goes TERRELL.
I think as we step up in rounds, you definitely step up in competition, and that will come soon enough. At this point, we're just trying to learn with every outing, being able to step out of the ring, having learned something.
3 months on, Morrison faced James TILLIS in his 25th undefeated career bout in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
If there has been any criticism of Tommy Morrison, it's been perhaps that he is not as astute a defensive fighter as he will need to be, and he says he's been working very hard at that.
TILLIS' initial plan of playing it safe on the back foot didn't last long till the Duke soon closed the distance, sending TILLIS to the canvas in the first round.
To get himself back into a good left hand down goes TILLIS.
I guess he does have a good left hook.
Trying to escape the inevitable didn't last long as TILLIS awaited yet another trip to the canvas. Though TILLIS shown fighting hard to get back to his feet, a third and final knockdown seen the fight to a closing.
Well, there it is. That's it. And that took 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Or 52 seconds. My addition's never been very good.
7 months later, after Tommy's defeat to Ray Mercer, a bout against the 6'6" New Jersey fighter Art Tucker was in order, with Morrison having the higher knockout win ratio on his record, at him being the favorite in the fight.
Not landing. Whoa, big left hook. Tucker suddenly has a lot of respect for the power of Tommy Morrison.
Throughout the initial round, Tucker remained cautious of Morrison's power, evading anything big that came his way. After surviving the first round onslaught, Tucker remained gun-shy, showing little aggression. Though a perfectly timed hook in the second put Morrison firmly in the driver's seat.
There's the left hand, and that puts Tucker down on his hands at least.
After failing to finish the first time, led a second time successful.
At this point, it takes a few rounds for me to settle down. I try to come out a little quicker and try to establish a little bit of respect, and I think we got that done right toward the end of the first round.
Just a month later, seeing a 10-round bout between Morrison and experienced southpaw Joe HIPP go toe-to-toe.
The thing about Joe HIPP is you see right away, he is a southpaw, very rare in the heavyweight division. Good body punch by Morrison.
Applying the simple tactics of using the jab and constant pressure.
You see a little swelling on Joe HIPP, and he just got hit with a Tommy Morrison jab. That is not a good sign.
It appeared the Duke was landing the more crisper and precise shots as a noticeable amount of swelling on HIPP's face was visible.
And Joe's swelling, especially in the right eye, which is real dangerous because that...
A spectacular combination by Morrison, a pair of jabs and then a right.
Although HIPP picked up the pace during the mid-rounds, backing up and blooding Morrison.
He's coming forward very, very slowly, but he is coming forward.
A brief moment of negligence led HIPP to the canvas.
Oh, and a right to the chin puts Joe HIPP down.
Overcoming the knockout to take back control of the fight had a 7th and 8th round that gave Morrison a tough time.
HIPP coming forward. Morrison not throwing many meaningful punches. It appears the problem. Oh, good combination by HIPP.
But with just 30 seconds to go in the 9th round, Morrison landed the punch of a lifetime.
Oh, a good right hand by Morrison, and that hurts Joe HIPP. Joe HIPP is in trouble. Joe HIPP is down. A right hand from Tommy Morrison.
So we learned two things today, and that's face adversity, to be able to overcome it, and also we got some rounds that we needed to learn to keep our mouths shut. So there's a lot of learning experience come out of this fight. Looking forward to some of the next fight. I think I learned a lot from this. Joe HIPP is one of the hardest punches I've ever fought. Very tough guy, very courageous, and I take my hat off to him.
7 months on, Tommy faced a former Mike Tyson opponent, Carl Williams, in Reno, Nevada showdown. A bout that was known as boxer versus puncher.
Morrison attacking, not landing solidly yet.
In typical Morrison fashion, Tommy made a statement 50 seconds into the first with a single punch.
And there's the left hook, and down goes Carl Williams.
Proving to be an awkward task for the Duke led Williams to get back into his groove.
Good solid punches by Carl Williams, especially that left hook to the body.
But 3 rounds in and yet another moment of dominance was displayed.
And another left hand, and down goes Williams for the second knockdown of the fight.
5th round seen a different turn in events as a tired Morrison took yet another step into the pool of adversity.
Good right hand by Williams, and down goes Morrison. Sudden shift in momentum. Morrison lands a left hook, but Williams pounds away with the right. Second knockdown.
With Williams taking the wheel, things didn't look good for Morrison. Going into the 8th on even scorecards, a question of who's willing to dig deep within the minds of most. But on the night, power was what proved all.
There's the left hook. Carl Williams is taking that left hook better and better. Now Carl's a little wobbly, and there's another left hook, and Morrison's got a chance to finish him off. Another dramatic power punching comeback for
watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.